Okay, on today's Does It Shred, we break down the Hyperion Powerplay. Let's see if this thing is going to shred or get you dead. The Powerplay is an SMG manufactured by Hyperion and is distinguished by its snub-nosed micro double barrels, a shield that deploys when aiming down sight that can reflect bullets or absorb them as ammo, depending on the role, a flat but detailed profile, and uncomfortable looking foregrip. For our test, we used a Mayhem 10 Epic Rarity cash-infused Powerhouse Powerplay. The damage was 2700, accuracy 79%, handling 67%, reload time 2.7 seconds, fire rate 7.26 rounds per second, magazine size was 25. Our SMG had shock elemental damage and was anointed. The anoint was, on action skill end, the next two magazines will have 100% additional bonus cryo damage. Here are the gimmicks for this weapon. Like most Hyperion weapons, this one projects a small shield in front of the user when aiming down sight. It has an incredibly high accuracy when aiming down sight and a very good fire rate. These can be elemental, although we're not sure how many. Ours was shock. So you have to be asking yourself, does this thing shred? We'll take a look at what we found. Here's some pros and cons we found with the weapon. Pros: it has a high fire rate and is very forgiving of bad aim. It has a functional ADS bonus like the shield and its increased accuracy. Some cons of the weapon are that it requires at least a full mag to do any real damage if it's not an elemental or anointed version. The weapon feels very weak when hip fired. The ADS gimmick forces you to be precise with a weapon that does not typically get used for that purpose. It can leave you vulnerable at times. To help quantify our results, we used our exclusive and scientifically accurate Pangolin point scale. The scale ranges from 1 Pangolin point, which is basically a doorstop, to 5 Pangolin points, which is an Enron grade shredder. Here's how the Powerplay did. Drop factor: 5 out of 5. This weapon is ubiquitous and is a world drop. Not always available in Epic Rarity, but you'll find one if you go looking for it. Shred factor: 4 out of 5. This gets above average damage per mag and is highly effective in mobbing and single target scenarios. Not recommended for bossing though. Non-elemental feasibility: 3 out of 5. You want an elemental version of this weapon. Anointed feasibility: 3 out of 5. Certain anoints are better than others in regards to buffing the shred factor. We recommend anything next to mags that helps your build or consecutive hits anoints. Avoid any stacking anoints. This thing does not shred quickly. For gimmick usefulness, we rate this 3 out of 5. We could take or leave the ADS gimmick. Some rules of the shield's ability are better than others, but overall, this is a meh gimmick. Overall utility: 4 out of 5. This weapon can mob and single target well. Not recommended for bossing, but this is definitely worth an inventory spot for most builds. Weapon feel: we give this 4 out of 5. Weapon feels nimble and effective. Not super great while hip firing though. Appearance: we give the Powerplay 4 out of 5 here. Like most Hyperions, this weapon's appearance screams precision killing instrument. It is a textbook example of function over form, and every angle and crease seems intentional. Ironically, for looking like a surgical instrument, this thing is all business. Sound and animation: 5 out of 5. This thing looks and sounds amazing. The shield popping out during ADS reminds us of the Dilophosaurus from Jurassic Park and is mesmerizing to watch unfurl. It does have the soulless metal pinging typical with Hyperion SMGs, however, this thing sounds a little beefier than most other SMGs. It might be due to the micro double barrels out front. The reload sound is ASMR worthy as well. Lastly, we come to fun factor. We give it 5 out of 5 points here. This thing is great to use. It feels quick and deadly. The precision makes anyone ammo efficient and is great in most situations. Definitely worth an inventory spot. The Hyperion Powerplay got 40 out of 50 possible points. Here's our conclusion. The Hyperion Powerplay is a certified shredder. Go get you one. Thank you for watching our breakdown of the Hyperion Powerplay. We're aiming this series at both new and seasoned players, so if you enjoyed this or think it may add value to anyone else's Borderlands experience, please consider liking and sharing the video. Listed in the description are links to information and resources we use to help learn about the game and contribute to the community. Please check them out when you have a few minutes. You'll learn a lot quickly and meet some great people along the way. If you liked this video and you'd like to get notified when we post more like it, please consider subscribing. It's free and really helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching. Be well and happy farming.